Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Journey. As you can see, we're in the Song of Strife. We've been doing incredibly well. We're already at AFK progression 107, so we've been making a lot of progression in here. Now, one of the game-changing things is within the Resonating Call is when you do hit 51. So you'll notice quickly that you do get this extra seasonal effect. As you continue to essentially level up these heroes, it's going to have a bigger effect, which is really cool to see. Now, ultimately, today I wanted to go in and I wanted to hop into the Dream Realm because that is right. It is the Alpha Bear that is up. So a lot of players that have been running the Alpha Bear, and we just got done with the Wolf, and a lot of players were saying the Wolf was incredibly difficult to actually kill. Now, this is the old formation, essentially, that we're running. So having Merrily go over there, and I'm going to try changing this up a little bit, and I'm going to use some of the formations that we're actually seeing that are popping up over on Discord right now. Now, of course, a lot of players might not have some of these heroes built out, but this was an interesting combination of what we've seen. So there was Merrily in here. There was a few different heroes. So let's drop Merrily back in here. Let's drop Coco in here, which we have Merrily in here. Let's drop out Odie. Let's drop in Coco. Now, something that we're seeing is Coco being in the front row. So essentially, this is the setup, again, that I'm seeing over here. Now, the interesting thing is the artifact. So they are actually running the Quick Blade spell, which, of course, is going to go ahead and increase the spell damage. And I'm thinking that I should probably level this up a little bit, but let's run this through one time. And I want to see kind of how it works. A lot of players were saying that very similar to what we've seen, because of course there are changes to the honey bear. So essentially what the bear does, that you have the ability to go in here and use a couple of heroes, especially utilizing Florabelle. Now, a lot of players said Florabelle because now the honeydew, or essentially what the bear does, is not going to affect her minions, which for a lot of players, not even having Rainier built out quite where he needs to be, I feel like we might be able to get this down. I know a lot of players literally that have been going through and killing out these very, very quickly. Now, remember, looking in here, also a lot of players are also saying that in the same aspect that Odie is still being the top damage dealer within a lot of this content, which is very cool. That means that we don't have to essentially build out the new hero because Odie is doing very, very well. Now, again, this is a combination, or this is a formation that actually popped up over on Discord, and I wanted to run through a few of these kind of just to see where we land with them. I know a lot of players were also running, like I said, Florabelle in here with the changes that we see, but we might not have enough damage. And again, I want to see where the damage kind of lands on here. And if you have some better comps for the Alpha Bear, definitely let me know down in the comments. But Coco being a very, very strong one in here, 130 million damage. So definitely putting out a lot of damage in there. Let's see where we're at. So look at Merrily. And again, I feel like Rainier, because again, we don't have him built out. I'm going to swap him out. But let's see what we can do. I want to build up. There's 163. Let's hop in here. Let's build out the artifact a little bit higher, and even building out Odie and a few other heroes. 2 more levels, so not a huge difference in there, but I do want to level up the seasonal artifact. Now, again, I know this isn't going to affect Odie because they said this is the essentially physical attack, but I believe it is still the attack. I think we're going to still see the attack and some crit in there as well. So I'm hoping again to score a little bit better. Because again, if I had Rainier up to the Mythic Plus, so getting the ability, would make a really big difference in my opinion. But let's go ahead and we're going to swap Odie in here. And of course, we have Corinne in here, which is going to provide us essentially with a lot of shielding in here. And then we also do have, and we built out Smokey quite a bit. So Smokey also has the ability to, again, the healing aspect that Smokey brings is huge. And of course, for me, having Odie built out to where I do have him, I feel like it's going to go through pretty quick on here, and being able to essentially kill out the bear. Getting the rewards in here is what we're looking to do. And we have 62 seconds left. And again, the damage factor, it seems like we're getting some really, really big damage in here. Now, overall, it doesn't seem like Smokey and Mirky was enough to keep the heroes alive. That is the reason why a majority of players are running Coco. You can see even there, the health is relatively low until we get them built up a little bit. Now, I don't have, unfortunately, more of the shielding aspect that we actually have on Coco. There's 91%, 93, 94. And there we go. 142 million right there. So again, based on my build, we did get that one done. I believe that's going to give us our 100 chest. Boom. Defeated the rewards. Got some more summons out of there. So very cool. And of course, he comes back as the common 2. We're at 135. Let's run the same formation. And again, these are going to be very, very dependent on what you're running. I also want to try Floribel in here. So I'm thinking that Corinne is probably doing the lowest damage we have in here. Smokey and also Smokey and Mirky and looking in here. I want to keep Coco in here as well. But I'm hoping the shielding aspect, and again, thinking of the shielding aspect that Corinne is bringing might make a big difference. And of course, levels. Levels are going to make a very big difference on how well you're kind of performing in here. There we go, guys. We're already at 100 million on a harder boss. And there you go. Corinne goes down. Now, I do have the +5 exclusive item for Corinne. Again, building him up a little bit further. 134. There we go. So Smokey goes down. This is going to be very short-lived with Smokey being down. That's okay. Again, it's going to be very dependent on essentially the levels that we're pushing in here. And I want to hop in. I want to continue doing some summons this here as well. I know we got a lot of dimes. We've already went through, I believe, 4 zones of the new content. So even within a day, we've already got through 4 zones. There we go. That's a lot of resources that we're going to have to push through there. That takes us to rank 73. So pretty good. And again, I wanted to try Floribel. I'm going to drop a Corinne, which I think this is going to be an absolute train wreck because I know we don't have Floribel built up very high, but I'm thinking that with, again, her little minions that can't be targeted might make a big difference. And there comes her little, the little guy with the spear right here, which I think he just died, and she just died. So literally didn't even have enough built up to actually survive the very first impact. So this is going to be a complete fail in this one. But we definitely need to be pushing this for loot. Now, of course, guys, we're not very heavy pay to win. I don't even think we've hit $100 that we've actually put into this, so it is pretty low. But again, Floribel, a lot of players were asking if Floribel worked. How well did it work? It doesn't seem like, unfortunately, unless you have her built out much higher than I do. But let's hop over. There we go. So still 73. I'm gonna have to change up that formation, but let's hop in and actually do some of the summons. Looking in here, we should be able to get some of our mail, which I think is just going to be the arena rewards. There we go. We got all the compensation literally for everything else a little bit earlier. The Emporium, of course, we get 1 scroll out of here. Oh, we have 6,000 diamonds. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because, of course, we have Elsa that is up. And right here, we're going to have 2 full summons out of here because we got 2 copies already. Fingers crossed we might be able to pull another copy, which there's another copy of Corinne. All of them we are trying to get to essentially Supreme Plus, which we have in Arden. We got again, as well as some more stones in there. So no more summons essentially in there, but we do have 23 in here. Again, we need 33 for an S level hero. There's a copy of Marilee. We are very close to getting her built as well. Another copy of Coco, which again, utility wise, when you think of a lot of these heroes, it seems like it's a big difference. And there we go. There's another copy of Corinne, another Wilder. Epic recruitment, we have 11 again. We're 26. We are still looking for Thorin. Thorin is the one we're looking for. And there is Coco again. That one we got last time. I'm thinking Coco's probably pretty close to being done. See, there we go. So Coco is done. So that will actually take my Coco, I believe, up to... No, it's, oh, because of the 5. That's right. We're at 17 of 20. So it is because of the possibility to get those additional 5. I didn't even think about it, but let's go. Let's see, because I don't think we're going to get it with this one. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the 1 recruitment. Let's go ahead and just continue. There we go. I figured it would be an Omnicorn. So we're going to have to swap her out here again, because if we get 5, we're going to be well over. The other 2, unfortunately, we still do need 5. And then, of course, the Stargazer, we don't have anything to summon in there as of yet. So definitely, again, we're just going to have to focus on building up these heroes, the equipment, the AFK rewards, everything that we're getting out of here. And look at that, 60 levels on a weapon. AFK rewards, again, I'm going to have to hop in here and just kind of crush through a lot of them because we have made a lot more levels in here and we've been able to make essentially a lot more progression. I don't think any of these will even matter. I don't think we can increase any of them for essentially where we're at right now, but definitely have to farm up. And I really stress it enough, guys. You have to farm up your AFK rewards as soon as possible to go in there and make some, which there's the final trial. So literally, I just logged in right now, and I guess that finished out that part. So of course, like I was saying though, the AFK rewards in here, definitely pushing these as much as possible, making sure that you're building this up, because again, we have a ton of floors to go through. But all right, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.